HEX appears to be a scam, but I'm going to explain why it's not. There's two things that make it look like a scam. The first is that the OA, the origin address, a single entity or person controls 90% of the coins. And the second is that it pays out 40% interest a year. Those two things make it look like a scam, but here's why it's not. All HEX does is inflates its supply by 3.69% every year. And that 3.69% inflation goes to the people who stake HEX. So this represents the total supply of HEX. 90% owned by the OA supply, and 10% owned by the holders of HEX, the holder supply. And this is the interest, the 3.69% that gets paid to people who stake their HEX. This is what everybody wants a share of. So this guy, he holds 90% of the coins, but he doesn't stake very many. Why does he not stake very many? So that these guys, the holders, earn a much bigger chunk of the rewards that's available. This guy stops other people coming in, other big players coming in and stealing all the rewards from the little holders. So it makes the system much fairer. Now, of all the holders of HEX, okay, this is 10% of all the HEX they own, okay? Of all the holders, I'm going to split them into 4 categories for simplicity. There's 20% of it, 20% of the HEX held by average users is held in liquid supply. So we've got this holder liquid. These guys can just sell at any time, but they don't get any of this inflation. They get no rewards. Now, HEX, you can stake your HEX for anywhere from 1 day to 15 years or anywhere in between. But the rest of this, the guys that stake, the 80% holders of the holders that stake, I'm going to, for simplicity, split them into 3 groups. The longer you stake your HEX, the more of the rewards you can get, okay? So we'll break these into 3 categories. We've got the guys that are staked for 1 year. We've got the guys that are staked for 5 years. And we've got these guys who are staked for 10 years. So the origin address owns 90% of the supply. This is the rewards available. Now he does stake. Here's another thing. This origin address, HEX has been running flawlessly with no breaks for 3.5 years. The origin address has never sold any HEX. That's a thing that people doubt. You need to trust the OA. But he has never in 3.5 years sold or moved any HEX. He helps the system. From what he stakes, he gets 10% of the rewards. Nice wee small amount there. This is the total that's available. He's getting 10%. Massive amount of the supply, very little of the rewards. These guys, the liquid guys, get nothing. These guys that are staked for a year. Remember, the longer you stake, the more you get. These guys are getting about 10% of the rewards as well. This amount, share between all these guys that are staked for a year. Same amount as what this guy holding this massive amount of supply gets. Now, sorry, that's the 1 year guys. Next, we've got the 5 year guys. The 5 year guys are earning about 30% of the rewards available. You can see how it grows. Okay? Much bigger chunk. So this nice big chunk is getting split between these guys staked for 5 years. Now, these guys bump on the end, the 10 year guys, locking their HEX up for 10 years. They're getting about 50% of the rewards available. So watch. It keeps going. Wow. So this nice big pot is split between these guys. So look at this guy, owns so much of the supply, takes very little rewards to help the system. So the longer you stake your HEX, the more you get. Now that is a very basic overview. It's quite a complex system, but it is beautiful. And that is it in its simplest terms. The OA helps the system. The longer you stake, the more rewards you get. Good luck out there.